Hello, everyone. We're now on to Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. And the chapter was good. It was Finn finding his resolve, is the best way I kind of would put it, as it starts out with a color page of the continuing chapter where Carpaccio is facing off against Finn, and Finn is just simply crying and hoping someone would save him. We then see a big double-page spread of basically Mash and friends. We then see that Carpaccio recognizes Finn and says that he's a continuing student who barely made the cutoff and that he's famous for the worst way. He then remembered wondering why he was at Easton and that why he was in the visionary selection exam. Carpaccio assumes it was because of his brother and felt even more disgusted by it. He then asks for the crystal and to hand it over. Finn, however, is extremely scared, but he has to hold on to the crystal to save Mash, and he has to protect it, but then he starts bleeding because he gets a cut. He is then wounded, and Carpaccio asks what he's doing and that he's weak and should stop trying to be a big shot. Finn is very scared and wants to run away really badly. Carpaccio keeps taunting him and to hand over the crystal, and Carpaccio won't hurt him any further and tells him that he doesn't want to end up like the other guy he just brutally beat. He says he won't ask again to give up the crystal. Finn hesitates. We then see Marguerite just walking around saying that there are only 3 standouts: Mash, Lance, who took first place amongst entering students, and then Carpaccio, Liu Yang, who was a person he knew. Marguerite assumed that Carpaccio was the same as him, that he didn't actually want to become Divine Visionary, and so that his guess was that Mashle, I think one of the Divine Visionaries, the main sort of antagonists going on against Mash, made a deal with Carpaccio as well, and Carpaccio has some super special type wand, and then Marguerite does like a song prayer. We then see that Finn is being defiant to hold on to the crystal. He then uses his own magic, his personal magic, which seems to be some sort of trick type thing. Maybe that he can change places or something as he starts to run away and leave. Finn starts to outmove, like run, but then gets another cut on his leg that slows him down. Carpaccio makes it right to him, plans on taking the crystal, tells him a weakling, and then he stabs himself, and then we find out what his magic kind of is, which is either it's the wand or his own magic, but whenever he stabs himself with this special wand, or maybe he just has a special knife, the cut actually doesn't hit him, it affects his opponent. So that's the magic he seems to have, which is to transfer wounds. Finn starts being defiant, saying that he'll never give up the crystal because he may be a loser and a coward, but he'll never give up on his friends. He tries to attack, but then Carpaccio does a huge slash across the chest. Carpaccio is now very angry that Finn was wasting his time and effort trying to be all big when there was no chance he was going to win. Carpaccio then puts the knife to his throat and starts cutting it and plans on cutting Finn's throat, but Finn doesn't plan on giving it up as the crowd's horrified when Mash comes out of nowhere and slams his head into a wall. It was very badass as he holds it there, and then he puts up the "I am here" from All Might, which I don't know whether that's deliberate or not, but I thought it was actually really funny that he did that. Then Mash thanks Finn for, I guess, not giving up on him, or something like that, waiting for him, and that's about it. That was it for the chapter. I thought it was actually pretty funny when Mash actually showed up and slammed Carpaccio into the wall. We'll end up seeing how that fight goes probably next week, and see if Mash can do it, or if like the magic getting cut bothers him in any way. I can't imagine it really would, but that'll end up being a big fight, and I imagine that multiple people make it through, not just one team, because I can't imagine Marguerite fighting in this course here. It seems like Carpaccio is the major villain of this part of the exam, and then Marguerite will be the major villain of the next part of the exam, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But overall, I enjoyed this chapter. I would give it a B. Again, Finn standing his ground as Carpaccio shows his villainous tendencies. So, if you enjoyed my ramblings, please leave a like. And as always, thank you for watching.